Hi everyone, and welcome to Module 2. Just some quick feedback on Module 1. Really enjoyed your icebreaker blogs, and I appreciate everyone getting those done and putting so much thought into that, particularly if you're on break. I know it's difficult to work and be with family and be on vacation at the same time, so I'm glad everyone kind of got into that and got going on the course. Some of you still needed to get your Language Investigations Packets Volume 2 from the bookstore. And so section 1 was due this week, section 2 is due next week. So as long as you get both those sections done by next week, you're going to be just fine if you got a little behind on that. The review quiz is a really good way for you to check kind of where you are, see if you picked up what you needed to from 605A, particularly in terms of genre types and functions and purposes, and as well as things. There was some transitivity on that quiz as well. There was one thing that a lot of people got wrong, and there's a little announcement or a little written announcement that you would have seen that's part of this screencast. So you can have a look at that. Do the review exercises on Module 1 if you feel that you need to get prepared for next week when we meet. Okay, Module 2. I think most of you have already had a quick glance at what you need to do here. The big thing this week is a discussion, and based on 2 readings. One of the readings you did last week, which was the Rose one, and then there's a new one, this Heller and Besser one right here. So the discussion, you need to get going in the discussion by Saturday by noon. You have to have your initial post in, and then Saturday through Monday you're going to do your responses. This is section 2. I will put the key up there. I think most of you found that the keys will be over here. I'll do those, kind of update those as we go. And if you haven't already read chapter 3 and 4 in Teaching Language in Context, you need to read that as well. And then we're all caught up, and we're starting with new chapters. Some people had read that before, and some people hadn't. So take some time to everyone get caught up. Okay. The discussion, you're going to click on here to get to it, and then you'll see your names in different groups. If I forgot anyone or if I did doubles, please let me know, and I apologize in advance. I tried to kind of make some groups where I thought some interesting discussions would happen. So it's got the 2 readings again, and then really what I want you to do is I really want you to think theory to practice. So both these articles go theory to practice. And it's going to be easier for you to see the practice and harder for you to make connections back to the theory, but I really want you to try and do that. So I want you to think about equity, and I want you to think about what we're calling SFL informed or inspired pedagogy. So things that we would do in the classroom that are based on the theory. And often as teachers, and I'm included in this, we don't really think that much about what the theory is driving our practice, but it's really important to do so. I think it really improves our practice when we have a connection and a base. So that's what I want you to start kind of playing around with. Use the discussion as a way to play around with ideas, advance things. It's okay to not know and to build off each other. So I want you to kind of, as a group, come up with some kind of definitions and understandings, and you can kind of look at that here to get a sense of what I mean. So that's the discussion, and the directions are there. Let's go back to the module. Okay. You've got your packet, and then don't worry about this here. You're not going to see that anyway. That's something we're going to do in class. Okay, so you've got everything that you need, and then we will be on campus next week. I know there's a couple of you that are coming in from distance. I'll be reaching out to you and organizing that. If you are going to be on campus and you want to contribute to the potluck, have a look at here. I know some people have already signed up, so thank you. And I will see you next week.